guys, how's it all going? Welcome to the Block Party Trading BTC Daily Analysis for the 21st of January 2021, the day after Biden's inauguration, and we can now say Biden to Trump. I'm very sorry. So let's try and keep this under 5 minutes today. Quick look at what Bitcoin's doing. We have seen a breakdown of the symmetrical triangle, and that consolidation rang true, and we saw a great big dip. Well, not a great big dip, sorry, just a bit of a dump in a single candle, which kind of dropped it down about 7%, we saw a bit of a rejection at some expected supports, most notably $32,400 seems to be holding pretty strong. I've also noticed that we've got some very good buys in buy walls in at 32K as well. So we've got two very good supports sitting there. And for that reason, my kind of sentiment is we're going to bounce off here as we seem to be doing pretty well here. Re-raise back up to about the 33.7K, which has been pretty historically good for us. Then I do see us coming back down and hitting back into this support that we're at right now, or bouncing off right now and testing. And then from there, I do see a further collapse down to 30.5K. 30.5K, I think, is going to be a really, really strong support for us. I've noticed that there's already some, we'll have a look at tensor charts in a second. I've noticed that there's some really strong support there. Now, there are a couple of other scenarios that can occur. If we do lose this support, this 32K support more specifically, we will see a pretty rapid drop down to the 30.5K, and losing that will see that as down to about 28.1K. I'm not going to go too far beyond 48 hours with this prediction because we're right at the start of Biden's inauguration, right at the start of Biden's presidency. So we don't really know what he's going to do. I know he's put Trump's private crypto wallets thing on hold in the US, obviously being the US president. It's not necessary to say it's reversed. What else? I believe he's going to accelerate the stimulus checks now. So I think inevitably that's going to cause a great big pump. That's why I'm not going really any further than 48 hours at the moment to see what cards unfolds. BlackRock has just confirmed 2 additional funds, the biggest institution in the world, over $7 trillion. So 2 funds of those coming into Bitcoin is huge news. Grayscale has seen a little bit of realizing a profit now, which being the current biggest holders of Bitcoin is quite big news, bearish news, should I say, for Bitcoin. And I wouldn't be surprised if that had something to do with this current drop. So let's have a very quick little look at what we're doing just here. So in the dominance and price, we're seeing a bit of a, in the dominance and price, we're seeing a bit of a dip in both of them. Now, what does that mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, let's just review our little chart. So as we can see here, as dominance decreases, price decreases, we generally see a bit of stabilization and accumulation within alts. And that's what we can expect to be happening. Now, please, be mindful that if Bitcoin does dump, your short-term trades and swings will get wrecked. So probably now is not a great time to be jumping into USDT pairs. Bitcoin pairs, however, on the other hand, might be a little bit more positive. And then one final look at the tensor charts, my favorite. For once, it's coming to life a little bit as expected as well. Once we start to see a bit of a breakout in Bitcoin and proving in which direction it's going to be going, then we start to see these buy walls and sell walls start to appear. And as we can see here, we're seeing some buy and sell walls just appearing right down here. I've got it set at 200 BTC. For both the buy and sell walls, and there's not a great deal going on in sell walls, which shows the general kind of sentiment of where people are expecting Bitcoin to be going. We've got some key ones here at 32K, then obviously down here around about 30K, sorry. Again, no brainer there. And then an interesting one here actually at 31.5K. So really the two you want to be looking at is 32 and 30. So that kind of wraps up, whoopsie daisy, let's get back to this. That wraps up today's BTC analysis. It's running particularly so today because I've got a couple of scalps running with Bitcoin to see how that goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you're not part of our free channel, then join us at t.me/blockpartytrading. And if you're not part of the premium channel, which has access to a whole array of 4 different premium channels, 4 pro indicators, and a fantastic community, then please join. Otherwise, thanks for watching and catch you on the flip side.